Many consider the release of the virus into the city of Wuhan to be accidental. There are good reasons for this point of view. However, though the release could have been accidental, the timing and synchronized release worldwide more than suggests that the release was by design. A purposeful release allowed about 1 year before the November 2020 elections to create a pandemic and then use the crisis to create chaos and ultimately seize power. This was a desperate last chance scenario. The fact that China closed internal air travel after the outbreak while leaving international flights open can only mean that this was a deliberate act of biowarfare against the entire world. China knowingly seeded the United States and other nations with human carriers of a highly infectious and dangerous virus, and then hid the virus from the world for 2 months for maximum transmission, as Peter Navarro, White House trade advisor, explains.
You say the Chinese took down the American economy, so you're saying they deliberately unleashed the COVID virus on the United States? Do you have any evidence for that?
I did not say they deliberately did it, but their China virus, let's go over the facts here. Correct me if I'm wrong. The virus was spawned in Wuhan province. Patient zero was in November. The Chinese, behind the shield of the World Health Organization, for 2 months hid the virus from the world and then sent hundreds of thousands of Chinese on aircraft to Milan, New York, and around the world to seed that. They could have kept it in Wuhan. Instead, it became a pandemic.
To add insult to injury, China then stopped ships carrying needed medical supplies to the United States, depriving hospitals of needed supplies and leaving Americans vulnerable to the virus. China has also eliminated all exports of the N95 respirator mask and nationalized American companies such as 3M, which makes the mask. Withholding information was another prong of the biowarfare campaign. China initially held back information on the severity of the virus. The Department of Homeland Security believes that this was to allow time to stockpile medical supplies at the expense of other nations. On January 21st, according to German intelligence, President Xi Jinping asked the Director General of the World Health Organization to suppress information that the virus was transmissible person to person, and to delay causing alarm to other nations by declaring a pandemic. On January 23rd, Dr. Tedros dutifully denied human-to-human transmission outside China.
We know that there is human-to-human transmission in China, but for now, it appears limited to family groups and health workers caring for infected patients. At this time, there is no evidence of human-to-human transmission outside China. But that doesn't mean it won't happen.
In the same statement, Dr. Tedros stated that WHO did not recommend any restrictions on travel or trade, supporting China's efforts to buy time to seed the world with the virus.
For the moment, WHO does not recommend any broader restrictions on travel or trade.
House and Senate Democrats joined the call to keep the borders open to the transmission of the disease and condemned Trump's travel ban.
But most of all, it is against what America is all about. America, for its history, has been a shining beacon, and it has said, we welcome you if you are oppressed because of your religion, because of your political beliefs, because of who you are. The lady in the harbor, in the city in which I live, holds a wonderful torch. That torch has stood for the greatness of America to all Americans and to the citizens of the world. We will not let this evil order extinguish that great torch.